Today I'm gonna use a lot of leftover paints for this painting. I don't know if you want to do it, but I'm reusing a lot of paintings that I have used in other paintings. So I kept them in these containers and I want to get rid of them. I have to tell you, the best paints for these are the premium. Please buy the premium paints if you want to do this correctly. The Americana are not as great, they don't form as many cells, and another thing is that they get bad after a few days. If you want to keep them, let me try to show you one of them. This is one of the Americana paints, and it turned bad in the container, and the ones that are premium are not bad in the container. They stay there for a while. So let me show you one of the premiums are good. So if you're gonna keep them in containers, then you don't use the Americana, but if you can use the Americana if you use them right away. But for this method of painting, in my opinion, I think the premium are the ones that are best. So I'm going to tell you what I have in here, and I'm going to use a tiny bit of each of these paintings and see what's going to happen. If it's a good result, I will show it to you. If not, you'll never see it. Okay, so from a previous painting, we mixed a dark brown using the premium colors, and we used the Bunt Umber plus Ultramarine Blue plus Pyrrole Red plus Cadmium Orange Hue. So I have some of these in here. I also have the Carbon Black from the premium. So I have those two dark colors, the brown and the black. I'm gonna do 3 separate pours in here. It's gonna be a beach scene, I hope. Then these brown colors are for the sand area. I have a leftover of sunny day that I may add it, I may not. I also have warm penny. This is Dazzling Metallic. I have some warm penny left. I have banana cream from Americana, and this one is not bad, so I'm going to use that one. I may use that one, I may not, who knows. I also have bronze of the Extreme Sheen, and I may use that one. I have transparent yellow oxide from the premium. I have copper from the Extreme Sheen. I have Cadmium Orange Hue. Maybe I add a tiny bit of orange in some areas. I have this a tiny bit left over of the light Mocha with a tiny bit of sunny day. Okay, this is Cadmium Orange Hue again. I'm gonna use some of that. And this is Coffee Bean from MultiSurface. This is gold from premium. May or may not use that. Telling you what I have. And this one is Bunt Umber from premium. I'm gonna put that aside. I'm gonna use the one that has the other colors. Okay, so let me do that pour first, and then I show you the other colors. And let me tell you something. We may not get cells, or we may get too many, because these paints have cells, but they've been sitting in there for a while. And what I'm gonna do three pours, and they're gonna be 3 flip cups simultaneously. And I'm going to find the cups, and the first one is gonna have this color. I want it to be mainly, this is sand. So I'm gonna mix this a tiny bit. I'm not gonna put anything on this color. Okay, so I'm gonna start with the sand, with this sand color, because I want it to be the main color of my sand. I want to use that color completely. Okay, I want to use that color completely. I may put a tiny bit of orange. Let's see, where's the orange? Orange hue, Cadmium Orange Hue. I'm going to put a tiny bit of the lubricant in here. No, I'm not going to put lubricant on these ones. Okay, so this is the orange, a tiny bit of the orange. Then I'm going to put a tiny bit of the copper. Put a tiny bit of the copper. Let's see, I'm going to use warm penny. Gonna take that from there. Okay, so I'm going to use warm penny. I'm gonna use some bronze. Some bronze, but I don't want these colors to overpower the sand. So let's go again with the sand. Maybe this time I'm going to take some of the banana cream. And let's take the remainder of this color. This is the light mocha with a tiny bit of sunny day. I'm not putting white in here. Okay, so maybe a tiny bit more of this banana cream, and let's try to take all this from here. Okay, I want to take some of the brown, and this one is coffee bean. Put a tiny bit on one side of the brown, make an area darker. Maybe let's take some of the copper too on that same side. You can put some of the copper. And in that same side, I'm going to put the brown and the black. The burnt umber, the mixed burnt umber. Tiny bit on that side. And on that side also, I'm going to put the black. The carbon black. This is probably going to be the last one for the day. Okay. So black in there. We can maybe put a tiny bit of Cadmium Orange in there. Okay, so let's now bring gold. can put some gold in there. It is like a sandy color. I think I have used all of the colors that I told you about, except for the transparent yellow. Except for this color, we can also use that color. Let's see if I can take that film from the top. Oh well, I'm just gonna mix it like that and put a tiny bit of that color. This color seems to be reacting a lot. Okay, so this is gonna be my first pour. I'm gonna put it to the side, and now I'm gonna prepare the other two. Before I go, I just want to put whatever is left in here. And this is the Lime Mocha plus the Sunny Day. You want to reuse this container, you can clean them. And if you want to take the writing that you put with the permanent marker, you can use glass cleaner ammonia, and you can be able to clean that. Okay, so let's put this aside and let's prepare our next pour. I want to do one toward the green and then another one toward the blue. Gonna clean my hands, clean my space, and I will be right back. Now I'm gonna do a blue one. I remember that I have some of these. This is premium titanium white plus a touch of burnt umber, and I'm just gonna use that on the top of here. Said I was gonna put white, but let's just put it so that we can use that. So let's start with the green one. Let's see what colors we can use here to make the green one, and then we can make the blue one. So let's use I have a Waterfront. We can use some of this yellow green light. We need to put some of the blue. So let's start filling it. It's the inside of of a wave, which is a tiny bit dirty too. So we can start with this color with whatever was left on here. Of these, I don't think I have anything left in there. Okay, so that was not good. Let's see what color. Let me prepare some white, and then we can use white. White with a tiny bit of burnt umber. So I'm gonna use titanium white. And I opened this yesterday, and I bought it from Amazon, and I opened it yesterday, and it's completely gone. Bought 2 bottles of white, because this is the second one I bought, and it's almost gone too. It's gone too, because I've been painting a lot of painting per day. I have a lot of videos yet to show you, but I'm only posting one per day for those days that I'm not able to paint. I'll be right back. Okay, so I mixed the white, and I'm going to put some white because I want this to be next to the blue, but I want to make some cells. And this time, let's see, I'm gonna put this, I want to make some green, but I have to put some brown because this is, let me put some brown of the brown that we have mixed. This is the inside of the wave. In my mind, you know, this is the coffee bean. I'm gonna put a tiny bit of that coffee bean in there because, you know, when the wave starts moving the sand, and it becomes dirty, and I'm gonna put a tiny bit of green, not too much green, and I'm gonna put some silicone on this green. Gonna put green in here so that I can put some silicone. Did not test this color, so I hope it gets the colors that I need. But I'm gonna put some silicone and some silk in that green. There. This is the silk that I'm telling you about. And this is the treadmill. Let's put 2. 1 and 2. Okay, and let's move it a tiny bit. And then that green is too bright. But let's put a tiny bit of the chocolate in there. Where did I put the chocolate? Coffee bean. Let's put a tiny bit of this coffee bean in there to dull it down. There's several ways to dull down a color. You can add black, you can add white, you can add the complementary color, which is the color on the other side on the color wheel, which is red. For green is red. So you can add red in here, or you can add one of the earth tone colors, or you can add gray, which is black plus white. So those are different methods of dulling down a color. Now I wanted more, maybe more into the blue side, so I'm going to put a tiny bit of the Cobalt Hue. So a tiny bit of this Cobalt Hue. And I'm going to put a tiny bit of this green. But I'm gonna make an even darker green, and you can darken a color also. You can darken a color also by adding its complementary color, which in this case is red, or you can add black. Let me see if we have a red in here, and I will show you. It does sit down, but it also darken it. Let me find a red color and I can show you that. So I'm giving you a little bit of color theory. So let's see if this will darken it. This is Pyrrole Red. Although this Pyrrole Red seems to have some white, it's not a pure red. But it should darken this green. See, now it is a darker green. So you can add the complementary color. And if you don't know how to get the complementary color, you know how to get the complementary color. If you don't have a color wheel, I'm going to tell you how. What you do is, you know, the primary colors are red, blue, and yellow. So in green, you have 2 of the primary color, which are white plus blue. What is left red. So you add whatever is left of the primary color, and that's how you find a complementary color of the color. Let's add some yellow in here. Let's have some yellow. I want to add a yellow, but not a very bright yellow. So let me see the banana cream. Some of the sand is also mixed in there. And you also will see some of the blue. So let's add some blue. This one is Cobalt Blue Hue. On the side. And maybe let's make a lighter green. Okay. And how can you lighten a color? Maybe you can add white, and you can lighten it very fast. Okay, we have to finish this, so I'm gonna put the green. Let's put some more of the brown, the coffee bean. Unfortunately, I didn't hear when the camera was out of battery. The last color that I used was the banana cream plus the banana cream. So I put the banana cream at last in there. And you didn't see me doing that. It's in there. Okay, so I'm going to put this to the side, and now I'm going to prepare a blue one. I'm going to prepare a blue one. I'm going to clean my area and prepare the blue. So my last pour is going to start with white. A lot of white. And then we're going to have a lot of blue. And this blue is Premium Cobalt Blue Hue. I'm gonna put a tiny bit of, this is one of my favorite colors. It's called Waterfront. And I'm gonna put silicone in here. First, I'm gonna put the silk. And then I'm gonna put the treadmill lubricant silicone, and I'm gonna mix it a tiny bit, not too much, and then I'm gonna pour it in there, and we can add a tiny bit of the green. This is the dark green that we mixed, and other bright green, and we're not putting too much green because this is the blue section. So let's put again the Waterfront. Let's put white. So white, and let's put the blue we're using is Cobalt Blue Hue. Cobalt Blue Hue, and white, and Waterfront. Okay, so let that leave standing for a while, and in the meantime we're gonna clean our area because we're gonna bring now our canvas. You know what? Maybe let's put a tiny bit, only a tiny bit of the brown, because sometimes you have things flowing in the, a tiny bit, maybe a tiny bit of the, let's see, the dark brown maybe. Let's put on top of that the coffee bean on top. Okay, more white. It's a lot of white in here. Okay, so let's clean an area and I will be right back. I think I'm gonna add some more of that brown and that in there. I don't know why I like what is happening. Some of the burnt umber, mixed burnt umber, and the coffee bean, if I find it where I put it. Let's put white on top. Or maybe sunny day on top. Let's see the banana cream. Where did I put the banana cream? The banana cream on top. Okay, let's leave this standing for a few minutes, and I'm going to clean my hands. I like to have my hands clean. So I probably put some gloves. Okay. We have our 3 dirty pours. These are called dirty pours. And I'm going to prepare probably more white if I need to. Okay, so we're going to do a 10 by 10 canvas. And what I'm going to do is going to put the blue cup in here and the blue and green. So I'm gonna put it like this, and when I have the blue in here on this side and the green below it. I mean the green, not the beige, like that. Put my hands underneath this and the canvas on top, and flip. Now I have the blue in here, which has a lot of white, but I want to put that white on top of the, there's a lot of white also on the green. So I want to put it this way, and I want to have, shoot. Let's pull one first and have the heater ready, and we're gonna pull this one this way and have the heater. The green one in here. And let's play in here with this. Whoopsie daisy. Now what happened, that I put it on the floor and I lost my, let's see, we have to play with these. And let me see, where did I put the palette knife? And I'm gonna pick up that beautiful color for here. Okay, so this way. And what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take this dirty cup and I'm going to wash. Boom. Wow, I lost most of it, but that's okay, because we are going to bring it back. Okay, then let's move this way this way. Okay, forgot to put something underneath. So I think I'm gonna do, let's put the green in here. And maybe I think I'm going to move it this way. Okay, so I wanted to place some with this white in here. And I need more white. So I'm gonna prepare the white so that I can play with the white. Dirty hands. I don't like that this is more into the family, into the yellow family, and I wanted it to be green, so I'm gonna put green here because I'm gonna anyway put white on top, and then do I was gonna do, I'm making a mess in here. I'm preparing more of the green because I was going to do some lacing with the palette knife. So I'm preparing more of the green. And it can have some of the blue. Oops, contaminated my... Let's see, let's put some blue. Forgot to put my, let me just clean my hands and put the gloves. Okay, so I'm gonna put some brown because this is underneath the wave that I'm putting this color, so I'm putting the brown and maybe a tiny bit of black. And the blue. Where did I put the blue? Blue. Cobalt Blue Hue. Okay. Gonna be a tiny. Nothing is final in your painting until you say it is. Because you can play with it. Okay, so I'm manipulating this because I want this to go like this. And then you just blend that white. And I didn't put the gloves. Okay, so I'm gonna put white in here like this, and use my palette knife, the one I showed you. Put green. There was too much paint and it didn't work. Dark brown. White. I'm gonna do it again. It's very tricky because you have to do it very soft over the top. And then we can put some of these in here. And let's clean our hands and put some heat. So this is a big mess, but let's fix this a tiny bit in here. That way, on some areas that are not covered yet. It's interesting, but it's not a bish. I will try to do one with just the two colors because I was trying to achieve too much in here, and it's prettier if you let it be the way it wants to be instead of playing too much like I'm doing in here. So I'm gonna do another one and just whatever it shows is whatever it's gonna be. And sometimes when you do that, things are prettier than when you're trying to manipulate it. It not always work when you manipulate things. And since I'm playing, I will keep playing. So I'm gonna add this color in here. And maybe that was not good, so let's put it. Move it, move it, move it, move it, move it, move it. Move it that way. Okay, so I'm gonna stop now. I'm gonna leave this weird composition alone. I'm gonna clean my hands. And since I am manipulating this, I'm gonna take a sticky, and I don't like that section in there, so I'm gonna just move it. And maybe bring some of this dirty here. There. What else? I don't like this section in here. Look what happened there. Let's put this beautiful color in there. Put some that way. Oh, this painting was probably enough for a larger painting. Okay, didn't put the heat, so I'm gonna do it now. I don't want like this in here, so maybe if I move it, it changes. I'm gonna clean my hands and put some heat in here. Okay, so I'm gonna put some heat in here to see what's gonna happen with this crazy composition. But you know, it's not a beige scene like I wanted, but it's very pretty. And I'm just gonna do another one. Probably what it needed was the sand to be all the way here, the sand, but I like that and I don't want to lose it. It's not a beige, but you know, I want the effect that that has in there. I don't know if this is gonna make anything else. Oh, it brings blue in there. Okay, so I don't really like that blue in there. I don't know if you are completely inside of camera, but I don't like that blue. It popped up with the heat. Just gonna put a tiny bit of color in there and move it. Sometimes it's easier to move it with a stick. I don't like this one either. Now it's your composition. You put whatever color you want to put. I think I'm gonna put darker color in there. And move it. I don't like that. And so I'm gonna cover it. See if I have some pretty blue somewhere. It wants to have some brown. You can have some brown, but a pretty with movement, not ugly like that. So again, moving. Let's see. Okay, let's move it that way. This way. Okay, I'm just gonna stop playing in here, and I hope you join me, continue joining me. I'm gonna keep doing crazy things, but I hope you like them.